Always.
Bunch of whiskey fucking nuts.
We nerding out.
Hey, guys, welcome back to Whiskey TV.
What about you, Sideburns? You want some of this milk?
No, I can't even drink milk. I'm making y'all food. I can't eat. Guys, booze and food. Shout out to the blender. When I asked Tim, I said, hey, walk me through whiskey. Part of building a brand is finding ways in which you can communicate effectively. And so Jamarcus has been there, and I said, oh, that's your business.
I gotta get it.
Cuban and many of them go, you're in the wrong business. I'm a marketing person. I always do marketing. The point is, I'm like, I'm never gonna be like, this is a lot of whiskey. There's no situation where I'm like, I need to buy all this. It's not happening. But these guys love this, so I can highlight them and what they do. That being said, we're gonna go through a few bottles that they brought so we can get into the whiskey corner, and then you guys learn about what they brought today.
Oh yeah.
Back at Whiskey TV, this is how much control I have over myself. Knowing people keep choking, I just shut it down. I'm like, I gotta get through this fucking video, eh?
Yep.
So, our guy brought us a Peerless and walked us through making sure you had 2 labels. Jamarcus and I were actually in specs today, and I said, ooh, there goes that Peerless Andy was talking about. But I didn't see the 2 stickers, so I said, leave it alone. We tried it the other day, it was tasty. And then, so put it like this. Everybody cracks something you want somebody to try and get perspective on that you brought today. But we still got to do Calumet, some other stuff. I don't want to do that one. Don't do that one. Ooh. Wait till we open it. You can't do that one.
That's a good one.
Do everything but that one. So, and anywho, everybody's got something they can explain and express. This might be a little bit longer than 8 minutes, but we're doing an 8-minute segment. 8-minute smackers, no longer than 12 is our idea. 15's optimal. But we got some whiskey people in here, man, and it ain't gonna be about, hey guys, this is the mash bill of so-and-so. They did it for 13 years. Who gives a shit? Who are you with? Who are you drinking with? Are you having a good time? And get this, it's fucking Monday.
Hey, and we started off right. Are you ready for some football?
This is the best day, Monday.
I'm gonna pour me a little something just to be sure.
It's good. I had a little taste.
Monday, fun day.
Andy, go ahead and get over here, man.
You like the nose on it the other day.
I did. It was good. It had too much sauce. Go ahead, walk up to it, Andy. Tell them something good. You right there. And then anybody's got a bottle you want people to know about, feel free to chime in, man.
Batch 3. Here's your crap. Why don't you hold on. Let's get our thoughts on that. I don't have that one.
From the wizard.
Can you hand me the
What do you need?
Glenn's out of my bag?
That, buddy. What are you doing?
Special whiskey, special glass. Oh,
So I'm going to make a rule for the...
you know these people, don't you? I know some of those people. That's old Corky, isn't it? Good old Corky.
And I made it easy, so I can't eat it.
I'll tell you one thing about Peerless. You can drink water later. Here, you can pour as much as you want. They do things the hard way. Peerless does. A lot like the blender. So we cracked this the other day because Daniel and the guys from Whiskey Tangos were here. That guy was here. His name is Eric. And I thought this would be a cool one to crack. I was lucky enough to try it at the distillery. I think they're on, is it 10th in Maine, Eric? Does that sound right? So they're right around the corner from Michter's. They get overlooked just because it's just kind of off the radar of Whiskey Row. Yep. They're in downtown Louisville, but they're open on Mondays. I do a lot of wraparound weekends in Louisville where I fly in late Saturday, I fly back to Dallas late Tuesday. They're open on Monday. I typically go in there and try their new stuff. They were nice enough to share this with me. It wasn't something that was available for sale. I really liked it, and then they made it available to me, which was awesome. So one of the oldest, and I still haven't talked to John to confirm the details from when we cracked it on Saturday, but I'm fairly certain it's a 9.5 year sweet mash rye, 2 double barrels, so 2 brand new barrels in the double oaking process. I believe it was 5 years for the first barrel, 4.5 years for the second. It has a crazy color. I think Jimmy referred to it as molasses.
Yeah, I mean, it's dark like
oil.
molasses.
It is darker than midnight with a crescent moon.
Call it motor oil.
Motor oil, heavy oil, as my buddy from Kentucky and Ohio says. And what his nickname is, Heavy Oil, and he's a big Peerless guy too. So the Peerless folks have become friends of mine. I have A lot of friends in Louisville, and they're two of the best guys that I know, and they're always super generous. They let me try some new stuff, and 5 bottles later on my last trip, I walked out of there with a case, and this was one of them. So super special bottle. I think they did it for some sort of charity event. It says Distiller's Signature Pick, released July 2025 barrel selection number I, which I'm assuming is 1.
Yeah.
It's called Stone Fruit Bread Pudding. I think it smells like stone fruit and bread pudding.
I definitely get the bread pudding.
It's super rare. Yeah, bread pudding, stone fruit.
Bread, molasses, maple, peach. I get the maple.
And then because Eric so eloquently described what sweet mash was on Saturday in our short, he can do the short version in the long video if you don't mind. So let him take it over. Obviously, we know what sour mash is. You're using. Chance, what was your word that you said they used it?
It's not my word, but I did find a distiller certain uses a certain word called sludge.
Yeah,
sludge.
They're putting 10% sludge or the byproduct from the previous batch into the new batch.
It's what they normally feed cows, right? They normally give the sludge to cows.
They dry quite a bit. Yeah,
The dry and spit.
They dry it, yeah.
So that's obviously the sour mash process. This is the sweet mash process.
Setback is another word they use.
Yeah.
They take a little bit. They do it more for consistency purposes from batch to batch.
For flavor profile.
To keep.
So
to
sweet
keep
mash
it
is the
consistent.
opposite. So tell us what sweet mash is.
Sweet
Super
mash
simple.
is the opposite.
Okay.
You don't use any setback. You don't use any sludge.
It's a fresh batch, fresh ingredients every
Correct.
time.
Love it. Did not know that, and I love that you guys informed me of that.
It's the hard way of doing things for sure. The other reason they use that sludge or the setback or whatever is it already has activated yeast in it.
Right.
So it makes the fermentation process quicker.
That's what I was say, faster. So,
And we said the other day, it's like making sourdough with a.
It's like a starter.
That's years and years and
Understood. That is so cool, man. I appreciate that, you know, and that's what I told Tim the other day. You never stop learning. And then the minute you do, you're probably going to the ground because with whiskey and with everything in life, you never stop learning, guys.
And a special shout out to Alex. I think Alex is like the lead customer experience manager,
Peerless.
tour guide, hosts barrel picks for them. He's hosted Daniel and Jason and the Whiskey Tangos guys for multiple barrel picks. Spent a lot of time with him at the Silver Dollar back in the day when I used to live there. Just a great guy. And then the Bourbon Colonel himself, John Wadle, assistant distiller, master taster for Peerless. Just really good people.
Nice.
I've interacted with Corky a little bit. He's, I think, his title is president and CEO. The cool thing about them is they're not conglomeratized. They're not owned by Sazerac or Campari. Relatively still private equity, family owned. And they had a brand forever ago. It got resurrected about 10 years ago. And I just love what they're doing, you know.
Me too. Every time I go to Whiskey Row, I stop at Peerless because they offer stuff in their distillery only stuff that's so good, and they're just good people. They always are warm and welcoming. Like I popped in there last minute, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to do a tasting?" I was like, "What?"
Only place on Whiskey Road you can get free water.
Yes, I grabbed
They're just
one every
good
time I'm
people.
there to stay hydrated, and
When I went there, I bought some stuff I didn't even have to buy just because I just felt so welcome. Let me buy a little extra and support them. So
and they have Stave and Bean coffee.
Yep.
So barrel aged coffee
I bought
that my
some.
buddies John and Nick do.
already
It's
seen it.
awesome. Richard just
Delicious.
just shared some Buffalo Trace barrel aged with Richard that he loves.
I would say,
Rustic feel in the gift shop, similar kind of to the blendery tasting room. Just super welcoming feel, like Jimmy said. So it's a must visit. I go there
100%.
every time I'm in Louisville, but especially I recommend it for Mondays. When you don't already have a tour booked, and most of the places are closed down there anyhow. I'm fairly certain Old Forester is closed.
Evan Williams.
Evan Williams is closed. I don't know about Angel's Envy. Typically, the Angel's Envy tours book, several weeks to months
Michter's.
ahead
I
of
don't think
time.
Michter's is open
Michter's
Monday.
is.
Oh, they
So
are.
Michter's is, and that's a good day to do.
I love Michter's.
Fill your own, because most people don't think they're open, and sometimes they do the fill your own bottle in the afternoon.
I mean, I love Michter's.
Go see the folks at Peerless. The bourbon's good, the rye's good, and they're doing some fun special
Their
stuff.
double oak stuff's really good.
This is a bourbon
look.
drinker's rye. I wouldn't guess this was a rye blind right off the rip.
you're not supposed to, but in the next video, we're just going to break down what he brought, Chance, Eric, Jimmy, you brought the Penelope, so we cracked that already. But you,
Hey, I brought some Bartons and some buff turkeys.
Yes.
okay.
I didn't come empty-handed. And I brought some yardbirds, shrimps, and sausage.
And then Jamarcus, see how it says, it references the 2 brand new barrels, and we talked about the other day about how that's similar process to how Double Jeopardy was created, and most other distilleries don't.
Unknown mash.
Now with 2 brand new
Woodford
barrels.
Reserve Double Oaked is new barrel, used barrel. Old Forester 1910, speaking of, is double oaked. It's a new barrel, used barrel. 2 brand new barrels. First 5 years, got it to almost 10 years old, and it is dark as night and day.
It is a nice color, dude.
Because now when Tim and
I would buy one of
you
those
see
for
that
sure.
we mastered this. Videos is easy part.